Hey folks, ThePandaPuncher here and welcome to my Let's Play of RimWorld. RimWorld is a sci-fi colony simulation game, and it basically follows the story of three survivors from a crashed spaceship as they build a colony on a frontier world at the rim of known space. And on the website it says it's been inspired by the space western vibe of Firefly, the greatest TV show, or one of the greatest TV shows ever made, and is also a case of the greatest crime to happen to TV, that it being cancelled after one season, that is. The game is also inspired by the deep simulation of Dwarf Fortress, quite possibly my favourite game of all time, and the epic scale of Dune and Warhammer 40,000. So by listing those four things, it tries to invoke images of a lot of stuff to live up to, essentially. I've owned the game for quite a while. Last time I played it though was in Alpha 12. Not Alpha 12, it is Alpha 12. Last time I played was Alpha 9 and quite a lot has changed since then. I've already jumped on and created a new world, so we don't have to do that. All we have to do is jump into a new colony. Now here's where our first decision is made. What difficulty shall we choose for the AI storyteller, which actually dictates the pace of random events such as pirate raids, resource drops, animal attacks, and our choice here will depict or greatly affect the story of our colony. Cassandra Classic tries to create story events on a steadily increasing curve of challenge and tension, and within that you can adjust the challenge within that storyline as well. We could have Phoebe Chillax. It gives a lot of time between disasters to relax and build your colony, but beware, if she's set on a high scale, so one of these ones down here, as she will hit hard. And then we have Randy Random. Randy Random, as it says here, does not follow the rules. You could jump into a new colony with this difficulty set, even on extreme, and months and years will go by and you mightn't even get a random animal attack. But on the other hand, you could start the game and within your first 2 minutes have, a massive invasion and your colony is essentially over. That is essentially the randomness of it. For the purpose of this colony and the fact that I haven't built it in a long time, we are going to go with Phoebe Chillax, so we do have a bit of time between disasters to get up to speed with the game mechanics and all the new features that are involved. We're not going to go free to play, that's too easy, or space builder. We are going to go with rough. Threats can be quite dangerous and there's no bonuses to colonist mood or crop yields. Again, not too sure of the complete effect. I do have one mod. Okay, these are two of my older worlds that are no longer needed. This is the new one I made today. It says the last world I loaded was on like the 30th of June or something, but I didn't play it at the time. So there's that. So here we're just choosing a site. Again, to try and get up to speed with things, I'm going to try and choose a pretty mundane starting landing site. Probably with a good 90% growth period throughout the year. So it's just finding one of those. Growing period year round. Average temperature 20 degrees. Lows of 12. Highs of 28. Temperate forest. Large hills. Decent amount of rainfall. Stone types of marble and granite. Why not? Let's just select that site and jump into the character thing. Now one of the things I was going to do is not randomize this too much, but there are certain things that I do like to have. I do like to have a good miner and a good someone with either social or medicine, preferably both. Be quite handy. This person here, Agent Stephen or Stephen Agent, don't know which way they're parsing the name, or no, his name is Stephen. He is an agent. He is 25, but he has been in stasis a lot longer, so his chronological age is 119. Decent shooting, decent melee, alright social, passion for animals, and it's got stats in everything and might keep him. He's a disaster survivor, gives him bonus in those categories there, melee, growing and crafting, and he's a paramilitary agent. He is definitely staying. We have a janitor here. He's decent melee, good construction, good crafting, and a wee bit of everything else as well. So this is the one we get to play about with. I would want decent mining. This guy is only 1. He's mining 3. So we have the shooting taken care of, as well as the social and animals. We have construction, crafting sorted, So yeah, we could do with improved medicine, but he has 4, which could do the job for now. I don't like randomizing too much, but we'll see what happens. Now, this guy has good stats, but he is 74, and he's capable of being violent, and he probably has cataracts or bad back or something like that as well. So, need to keep an eye on the mining. Mining of 6. He's age 60 though. No. Can't have a miner in age 60. This makes no sense. Just going to keep around. Oh, okay. 48. Not too bad. Cat herder. Didn't even know that was a job. Feline scientist. Chemical fascination, so he likes to drink. He's a psychopath. He's nervous. But he's a passion for mining at 5. Growing at 5. Social 9. Cooking 7. Research 8. You know what? I would like to get a few colonists early on, so this guy will do the job. So let's start and generate our map here and see what lies around us. Basic concept of the game, as in many of these survival games, follows some basic traits. Shelter, food, power, and defense. And then from there on, then, it depends where you want to go. The 3 of you wake from your crypto sleep, sarcophagi to the sound of sirens and ripping metal. You barely get to the escape pods before the ship is torn apart. Sometime later, you land on an unknown RimWorld. As pieces of the shredded starship fall around you, you start making plans to survive. And here are our 3 colonists. Okay, so let's take a look at the map. Usually I would like to build into a nice big mountain that, takes up a corner of the map or a whole side of the map, or a big block in the centre, but a big massive mountain. I like to build into them. But we don't seem to have that option here. We are a little bit exposed. We have metal over here, some remains of buildings that we should probably incorporate at some point. The best option might be here. Not too sure now. This could take a minute to get rid of that nonsense there. I know there's animal taming and animal stuff in the latest patches and everything, but I'll get to them once I get to them. Do have a good amount of geysers dotted around. We have one here, one here, another here, and I'm pretty sure I saw another couple. There's one there. Another one. So yeah, power wise we should be sorted once we research that. But it's where to set up initially. We can fire a door and all on here, and a few sleeping positions that'll cover the colonists to start off with, shelter wise, but could connect up these walls. It's another big building. Lots of metal down here to mine out. It's not the best location. I'm not gonna lie, I've re-rolled times when I've got layouts like this before. Decent. There's decent supplies of everything around here. It's just choosing that initial spot. It'll dictate, how the game goes from here. That is just granite. Thought it might have been a wall with a hidden room. We're just gonna initially set up here. If we need to move and do something else afterwards, we'll do that. But enough faffing about. Who's it that had the decent shooting? Not him. Here, Stephen has the good shooting, so he'll get the hunting rifle. This guy isn't too bad, and she's better. You get the pistol, and you get the knife. So get rid of them. No. Double click. Let's unforbid them. You need to unforbid all the starting stuff, because that's what I remember doing. Now, we are going to want the architect, structure, not a steel wall, we want wood wall. Fire that there, and then wood door, there'll do the job. More wooden walls. We're going to have to mine that out of the way, but it should auto mine itself. And another door. Right. Now, hold on, is that uneven? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. It's going to annoy me. Right, not enough of the stuff stored. I know there's not enough stored. I need to cut wood. Let's do that. Did I click cut wood? Insufficient. Okay, it must be all already marked. Just getting used to the controls again. It's been quite a while. Don't need to worry about food just yet. We do have survival rations that'll keep us tidying up for a while, and there should be more lying about the map somewhere. Yeah, there's these ones here. Yes, I know. Cancel. So they'll all be brung over to the storage once I have it set up. Speaking of storage, let's go for some... Where is it again? Zone areas. Dumping stockpile. We shall have... dump some stuff over here. Goes away. Not. I'll set up storage in here once the walls are... Actually, let's just do that now. Stockpile zone. It's important to have stockpile zones inside, because the last time I played this, it was the update that brought the degradation of degradation. Not even sure if that's a word. You ever get that whenever you say a word and it just doesn't sound right, even though you might be pronouncing it right? You're just not sure. It's whenever the update where they brought in that clothes could deteriorate. That's the the thing I was going for. So yeah, we need to no, just want to select the storage stockpile 1. Let's not allow rotten stuff or foods. Items, weapons, apparel, body parts, no, and corpses, no. Don't need to worry about them just yet. And finally, before we unpause, let's go furniture, sleeping spot, and 1, 2, 3. That should keep us going for an initial moment. Let's speed it up a wee bit. Build a room. I know we'll build a room. It's annoying. Just go away. So yeah, if you don't move your produce inside, maybe not so much the... You know what? It's a good point. You need to set up farms. That's another thing. Zone area, storage, stockpile zone. Let's have this one here. Not really going for any sort of pattern or style. I'm just firing shit down. Now you not allow rotten or corpses or body parts or apparel or weapons. What's in items? Yeah, no items. It's in raw resources. Yeah, we want to take raw resources. Do you want to take manufactured? No. Okay. So things like steel and stuff, I don't think degrade over time, so it's alright to leave them outside. But in this one, we should remove the raw resources. Except for maybe... Wood does degrade, so allow that in. And hops. Yeah, that should do the job for now. Let's go back. What's this been highlighted for? Yeah, again, we can rearrange the who does what, but at the minute, until things we get a new settler, or certain jobs aren't getting done for various reasons, that's when we shall look about rearranging who does what. Now, let's set up a growing zone. Decent amount of land out here. Go for a 9x7. 3 9x7s to start off with, and then I'll choose what grows where in a second. Let's pause. It's always good. Potato plant, it does the job wherever you go. Good old hearty potato. Let's go for a strawberry plant there, and then possibly hops could be important here, simply because of the new sort of drinking mood feature, which I have no experience with, which will be interesting in its own right to get my head around. But not sure. I'll leave that farm undone at the minute. Just leave it open. See what happens. So while Stompy there is growing away, planting some spuds. Oh, fucking mining. There's so much things. Let's just get rid of that because it's all steel. There is essentially an end game to this. I need to just remember exactly what I'm doing here. No, I know there's no fucking rock there. Power. Solar generator. Let's get a few of... don't want to go too close to that, so we'll have 4. Because why not? And then we'll need... You know what, we need to delete zones. Let's delete 5 of them. We're going to fire batteries in here and start charging up. Do we carry rotate? Yes, E. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Some power conduits. And this should hook everything up. Just take a bit of time now to get it all going. Kind of glad to be loading this up and playing it again, because I absolutely adored it when I first got around to it. And again, as I said, one of my favourite games is Dwarf Fortress, and this invokes so much the essence of Dwarf Fortress, but obviously with prettier graphics. Not the same game by any stretch of the imagination, but you know what? It ain't too bad. It looks like this is going to be my first open air colony. Never had that before. Need to be careful, this wee bastard is a boom rat. If you kill him, he explodes all over the place. Stephen, there's a fucking sleeping spot over there for you. Stupid bastard. And now you go to bed. So you just pass out here and then... Or was he just standing there? Yeah, anyway, right. There's a few bits of wood here that's unclaimed. Let's grab them. Let's check the rest of the map. If there's any resources lying about. Some more steel down here. 47 of them. No, it's 47 in that little stack. There's 8 stacks. Some more over here. Some decent number of animals about too, so we shouldn't be too stuck for food. It's just getting all the initial stuff set up, and I'm probably overlooking something majorly important. Need to get this all hooked up to take advantage of this solar stuff. Now, I don't need batteries, and we've got some being built. Open info card shows you detailed statistics about any item, person, or construction. Right, Stephen's still sleeping. Lazy fuck. Now it's raining. Right, due to the fact that we're on the more subdued game mode, we don't have... Why is the package survival meal sitting out there? It's 50 out of 50 condition. Steel doesn't have a condition. Silver doesn't have a condition. But wood does, that's why I'm keeping the wood in here. But that shouldn't be sitting out there unless he just dropped it. Okay, let's open the info card, get rid of that fucking thing. Yep, descriptions, your deterioration rate is by a 0.25 a day. 100% flammable. And it adds 2% to the gluttonous mood setting. Everything's slowly getting done. What is it that I have in here that is keeping the food... foods should not be out there. Then I don't allow foods in there either. We'll keep it in there for now, simply because we don't have deteriorating outside. Eventually we will set up a refrigerator and a kitchen area, which is probably what I'm going to block on there. Kinda wish I was digging into the mountain. Alas, I can't. Right, structure. We are good for wood because there's a shit ton of trees about, but the downside of the wood is, of course, it can catch fire and burn everything down. We will have to set up a perimeter wall as well very quickly, which is probably worth thinking about. Everything's a bit spread out here. We still haven't got this stuff set up. We'll need power if we're going to start thinking about refrigerating and getting all our features done. Security, steel turrets, steel deadfall trap. That's new. Suspended spike weight held up by a delicate trigger. When the victim disturbs the trigger, the weight is released and falls on his head or torso. So I suppose that'd be good over a door. The enemies now used to be quite stupid. If you had one way into your fort or your colony, that's where they came in. So you could sort of set up this big kill zone. But since I've read through the patch notes that they've added things like the AI learns at your strategy, so it'll try and get around them, it'll try and dig under your walls or something, or blow them up, and various different things like that. So that's interesting. Oh, Buffalo. Is it Buffalo? Yes, it is. Big, graceful looking bastards. So we're still we're really slow here. Stop. Okay. Oh, need to dedicate home zone here. Stop the clear home area. Don't be cleaning out here, you crazy bitch. There is no point. Here, stop wasting your time cleaning places that don't need to be cleaned. Actually, what you could do is take off cleaning for now, because it is very, very low down in our priorities. I just want this stuff built, and stuff growing, and then eventually we shall start. We're going to run the risk of more wood and stuff. I like working in odds, so this will be a 9x9 room. That was a mistake. That shall be built there, but cancel that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, god damn it. Pause before you start fucking things up. So now is that the middle? Yes, it is. There we go. Wooden door power, and then, as you can see, when we do have a power source available, it will show us if something can grab power from that distance, and the yellow line shows that we can, which means we don't have to waste more steel dragging a cable up this direction. And I should have cancelled. We'll cancel that to make room for, if we go to power. No, it's not power. It's what's it? It's in temperature. We need a cooler. I'm going to put the cool air in, hot air out. And we will need to put power around to that. You know what we need to do actually? If we go to structure. Is it walls? We don't have it yet. Maybe we need to research it. There's walls where you can have the actual cables through the walls themselves, and usually it was available at the start as soon as you set up your colony, but alas, things must have changed. Might be worth just doing that. And it should. I'll just put on a wee bit of a redundancy. Whoops, let's just speed this up a bit. Quick enough. Oh, okay, maybe we're just running low on steel. Yeah, I need to put mining priority up. Mining. Manual priorities. Okay, this could take a minute. A firefight can stay as it is. Doctor. It's probably pretty important that, if someone's injured, they get treated. Patient can be stay 3. What the hell's flick? Flickers, flick switches. Okay. Leave that. Warden, who's our high social? 9. Leave him at that. And he's 6. Make it a 2. Handle, that's animals. Don't worry about that yet. Cook. He'll be 1 whenever it's hunt. It's pretty low down at the minute. Definitely don't want the guy with the melee hunting. So let's leave it off. But he's 8, so it'll be pretty high once we start doing so. Definitely 1 for construction. Make it a 3 for you and a 2 for you. Repair. Don't need to worry about that too much at the minute. Grow. Keep growing. What's your mining? Your mining's 3, so leave that as a 2. Your mining's 5. Make it a 1. And your mining's that, so not too fussed. Get your plant cutting off. 4 and 4. Smith. What does it do again? Creates weapons and tools. Nothing to worry about. No, tailor, art. Fuck art. Craft. Stone cutting, smelting and more. Haul. Pretty low. Clean. Not needed. And we haven't started research yet. So hopefully things will start to move a wee bit quicker. As for the objective of this colony and this video series, probably just going to keep the videos around either the 25 or 30 minute mark, unless something strange has happened or is about to happen. I may just extend the time in order to get that over and done with. Quick autosave there. It looks like you'll be here for a while. Stomp is suggesting to give the colony a name. What should it be called? It's a good question, Stompy. See, this is I love when games give you the chance to name something. And I've mentioned this before, and I'll mention it again. But anytime I am given the chance to name it, I sit there for ages trying to come up with something. And me even saying this is really just buying time to try and come up with a name. I'm just going to go with a name that I use a lot in my games. Muesli. It was don't judge me, it was a Minecraft server I helped run years ago. It was a fantastic time. Whilst Minecraft itself became very, very boring very quickly, the people I met through it were good, and made friends with them. It was good crack. And ever since then, I've often found myself just calling, factions, colonies and stuff like this Muesli, because why not? So there we go. Welcome to the colony of Muesli, where General Stompy and Steve are sleeping on the job. Potatoes are coming along rightly. Strawberries going along rightly. We should be grand for food whenever they are harvest, but I would like to have the refrigerator set up for that. Come on, Stephen. Do your job. There we go. Yes, mining. This is going to take a while. So it is. Once we get the power set up and maybe the refrigerator room set up, we'll probably call it a day for this introductory video to the colony. Again, due to having Phoebe chillax, or whatever the difficulty's called, we shouldn't be under too much pressure to get defenses up or anything at the minute. We've got a psychic fucking drone and visitors. Every colonist of the female gender winces in pain. Some distant engine of hatred is stirring. It is projecting a powerful psychic drone over this entire region on a frequency that only seems to affect the female gender. For a few days, some people's moods will be quite a bit worse. And we do have visitors from Closeness Valley, and they're visiting the colony. And here they are, Erison and Neko. And visitors from time to time will come along, and more often than not, you can't just use them. Hold on. A Glitterworld surgeon named Christina Rivers calls you from nearby. She is being chased by pirates from the Bangers. She begs for safety and offers to join your colony. Biologically, she is 41 years old. Be warned, if you accept, you'll have to fight off the pirates on her tail. Now, this wouldn't be an issue if things had moved a wee bit quicker and we got the, say, defenses, initial defense set up, but it is a bit weird to turn down a colonist straight away, although there is always the chance to capture people. Ignore the message. She screams in panic through the tiny speaker before you cut off the transmission. Screw you, Christina. I don't need your fucking baggage right now. I've got people who are sleeping in the dark with no power, no food, no nothing. You are the least of my worries, love. And old Stephen there is taking his merry goddamn time doing anything. I suppose lack of steel is a issue. Did I put something? Oh. The other way I said I was going to leave this last farm plot empty so that, depending on the circumstance, we can choose what we're going to put in it. I forgot it always defaults to potato and didn't cancel that. Oh well. Nothing wrong with a good harvest of spuds. Never did anybody any harm, did it? He says, ignoring history. Yeah, I know I need defenses. Pirate raids will start soon. You should prepare defenses, build some turrets. I would build some turrets if it was... Okay, what's mad animal? Man-hunting animals generally won't attack doors or inactive turrets. You skate them by getting inside or behind a wall, but they'll wait for you. Okay, jump to the location. What do we have here? I cannot see it. Let's briefly on pause. Okay, it's this squirrel here. Pretty sure melee attacking general. Let's draft and slow it down. But we need to attack that. Play. Go on, shoot it before it gets anywhere. No, general. Pause. Why are you being idiots? Attack the fucking thing. Okay. Stompy. I need you. No, not you. Steven. Need you to start shooting that fucker. Fire at the squirrel. There we go. You big idiot. Start running away. Don't get in the same line so that you end up shooting general. Shoot the fucking squirrel. Oh, you are shite, sir. There we go. Squirrel dead. And now a colonist needs treatment. You know what? I'll worry about that in the next video. This has been RimWorld, the first episode, and hopefully not the last. Not in the sense that I won't do it, but I mean, things could go horribly wrong. You know, it could be a 2-episode colony. So, yeah, thanks for watching, and this has been ThePandaPuncher. Goodbye.